Oh,
Finally! Oh!
What are we
that's
about to...
so long.
This is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So this, we are to do that discussion with that assignment.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, that assignment has to due today.
It's due today, yeah.
And only one person does it, right? Are you doing it, Ellen, this time? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. I can do the next one after that,
Yeah.
and then we can have like an.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I just killed the biggest cockroach I've ever seen.
I heard that. That was awesome.
Good job.
It was disgusting.
Okay. You guys want to just dive right in?
Yeah. Let's just
I
do
might
it.
have to leave early, but yeah.
Okay, that's totally fine. Okay, let's go get those questions that we were supposed to...
So I have them up right now.
Oh, perfect. Okay, go ahead.
The first one is, how are Kant and Burke similar and or different?
Okay. Do we want to just, like, one person answer each question, like, down the line?
I vote discussion, like just someone
Okay.
answer and then someone else go based off of it and stuff.
Okay.
Has anyone kind of pinpointed that?
What was the question?
How are Kant and Burke similar and or different?
One thing is like both of them mentioned taste. So like, even though they talked about it a little bit differently, like they both talked about how beauty is somehow impacted by like initial taste, like intuition. So like,
Yeah.
there's so much that I don't understand from these, but
Yeah.
from Burke,
I
I
hate
get,
stuff.
like that knowledge leads to bad judgments, and that bad judgments leads to bad taste. So, like if you're not educated and you don't have a lot of knowledge, taste,
Oh, no.
intuition leading to beauty. But
Roxanne, are you there?
Yeah, it like
Oh.
It was being
Okay.
weird.
gone,
That's
but now
fine.
I'm back.
Okay.
Uh,
All right,
yeah.
continue, Madison. Sorry.
you're fine.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It says right here, like, Burke was, like, less concerned with kind of describing things as beautiful. And he was concerned with what it means to say something. So it was, like, he was less concerned in, like, describing things, but, like, more concerned as to, like, what it means to individuals when something is beautiful.
Yeah, like when he says, yeah, I mean,
Hello?
Poor thing.
Roxanne.
That was a good comment.
I love that comment.
I heard yeah.
Oh, man. Me and Roxanne are both here. We should just get together and then it'll be one less.
For real.
I'm here too, so we should all.
I know. There you go. Well,
Me and
we'll have to come back.
Invite her again. Continue. Sorry.
Sorry. Does anyone else want to talk about how they're similar or different before we go to a different question?
Well,
They're both kind of concentrated on beauty.
Yeah.
I think the difference is that, I mean, obviously, yeah, they're both talking about beauty, but the difference, Burke kind of sounds more like a man, and Kant kind of sounds more like, and I don't know, like a modern artist. Like that's kind of how I viewed it. Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
rather than like beauty is like something that is a prescription, like something that is written out and it has to be perfectly fit these bullet points. It was like Kant was kind of like how I view it, like it's whatever you think and whatever your interests are, and I just kind of like that. Hi Roxanne, nice to see you again.
What the heck?
Google Hangout hates you.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
agree with that though. I think
You were just like mid comment, and then
And it
you, yeah. So do you wanna?
It was just I had highlighted stuff in the reading, and it was just a quote, and it just said, "By beauty, I mean the quality or those qualities in a person." Did you get that? Am I still here?
Roxanne,
Yes.
up at the top, is your video thing like crossed out?
No, it says that I have a video.
I
see
her.
her. I
there
think
you
it's
go.
lagging a little bit.
Okay, should we go to the next question?
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
Okay, it says, what are some things that have changed in the ways we think about beauty between the 18th century and now? I think that we can read it again.
Yeah.
It's basically what are the ways, how have we changed like a perception of beauty between the 18th century and now?
Ooh.
like-
I think that most of the stuff Burke said was just like a load of crap. He's like, it needs to be comparative.
Gosh.
Ugh.
It needs to. It can't have sharp edges. Like it needs to.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you're literally talking about nothing. Just like I don't know. I didn't agree with most of the stuff he said, but I think in that manner, like it's definitely changed, and our world is so accepting now, almost like too accepting. They're like everything is beautiful. Like you go in nature, things don't need to be smooth to be considered beautiful. You look at plus size models, they're like, oh, they're still beautiful. So I think that most of what Burke said is like irrelevant.
Yeah, I agree.
And then in both of the readings, like perception, so in like Kant, it just said like a violet color is to one soft and lovely, to another dull. It really just has to do with perception and not necessarily seeing, but one of my friends is colorblind. And so when he sees a girl, he like likes them based on their hair or something that you wouldn't really think of. You usually think, oh, like their eyes or like how they look, but that's how he bases what he likes. Any situation, like it's so different to each individual of beauty. Like even like from Tonga or from Utah or from anywhere, like your perception of someone who's beautiful will be very, very different.
Wow.
Like, I think of like me and almost every person I know here. They want to be so tan, and then you see people coming from Japan and China, and they're wearing. That's what I want to be. So it's total perception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a mixture of culture and perception, and then just kind of like innate things that you really like, you kind of were born with, things that you like and dislike.
Yep.
But I think a lot of it is culture, to be honest. And
And
I
what you
look
learn
at our
from your
cultures, huh?
What your parents teach you, or if your parents say, "Oh, that's not very pretty," then you think, "Oh, yeah, that's not pretty."
Yeah, or like the magazines that we grew up with, or the TV shows, things like that. Poe, do you have any ideas?
I just love listening to what you guys say. One thing I want to add on, I just want to say, are we on the question number 3 or
Um,
Uh,
number
2.
2 and 3, same time.
Yeah, 3 doesn't really matter because it's just what we think about it.
2? Yeah. Okay, so what I was just speaking of when you guys discussed is that um I some of the things that Frankie says that I says that something about the thing that we see and hear and like what Ellen I think says what it hits on our eyes that we think it's beautiful or not. But what I just think of is that everyone have their own beauty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, some says, "Oh, you're ugly" and stuff like that, but we should all remember that we are all God creation. We have been created us with our own beauty, and
Mhm.
then yeah, like us here in Tongan, we know our skin is brown. Eh? Every time that we see someone dark, have skin color darker, we think, "Oh, you're ugly because you have a darker skin and stuff." I speak from an experience because I had a son. You know, my son that day, he's very dark skinned. I was teasing him, but I always get angry. But that's how living in society and stuff that yeah, that's what I just want to say, that everyone has their own beauty, and all of you are look beautiful.
Aw,
You
you're beautiful. I think that's interesting though, because all growing up, I was made fun of for being too white.
Oh,
Yeah, like people would call me the glow stick. Like if we were in a dark room, that they would be able to see me, and that I would give the room light. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was kind of funny, but I just think it's funny that I always wanted to be tan growing up. And because I thought that was more beautiful. I thought it was more beautiful to be darker. So it's interesting. It's all about comparison, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I had always wanted to be darker. It was always like more beautiful to be
Yeah.
darker.
And it's not. It's not. It doesn't matter. It just matters like everybody wants something that they can't have, I feel like, when it comes to
Yeah.
look. Another thing that the article talked about in Burke's was how the qualities like justice, wisdom, and fortitude create terror or make people scared, while the softer virtues like being soft-tempered or humble or things like that were actually beautiful. And I don't think that that's correct at all. I mean, all of those things. I mean, wisdom is such a beautiful thing to obtain, whatever. And I just feel like this guy is just like pinpointing one woman that he loves and like writing down things that he likes about her.
Yeah, and it was also mentioned how she was so fragile, and it was something that
Yeah.
was so I don't know. It just reminded me of like something like glass or something. It was just so fragile, and I think again, like today, like you said, Maddie, how like so many things are changing, and we're so accepting of everyone, and I think it is more more appealing or more beautiful now for women to be stronger or more fit, and that's like a fad going around right now, and I'm sure it'll change in the next something else that's going to be beautiful at that time. And it's like we're taught to think okay, at this point in your life, you're supposed to look like this. And at this point, you're supposed to look like this.
Yeah.
One thing, I'm kind of just hopping around questions, sorry, but one of the like main things that I hated that Burke said, I don't have a quote, but he pretty much wrote that he loves weakness, and he said delicacy in women. And I
just sex.
feel like he is just being, I can't even say the word I want to say, like, he's just being a stupid guy. Like, he just wants to be the one that's, like, dominant, and for him, it's like a submissive, delicate, like, nothing was, I don't know. So, that's one of the main things I hated that he said, for sure.
Yeah, don't give this article to a bunch of millennial girls.
I know.
We're raised to be feminists.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, by no means, but I don't know. I'm done bashing on him.
Okay, so you basically literally covered all the questions just by talking about that. What are things you agree with? What are things you disagree with? What are some things that people say today might be beautiful? Or whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah. How do people today perceive beauty?
Cool. Well, we can talk about that. Like, what do we think is something, like, beautiful? We can just go down the line.
I just thought it was so stupid that he was like, almonds and vines and oranges are nice. It's like,
Oh, Tupo!
oh, Oscar.
She's gone.
Yeah, we're almost done anyway.
Yeah. I don't know though. Just like anything. Like you go to modern day art museums, and it's all like modern geometric, fancy schmancy artwork pieces. And according to his rules of like smoothness and gradual lines and no angles, like that wouldn't be beautiful. So
Preach, girl.
I think about, like, you know that quote, like, the happiest girls are the prettiest girls, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when it comes to people, I think that if you can see that they're, like, genuinely so happy and that you can see, like, that light in their eyes, that's, like, something that is really, like humans are attracted to that. I think that would be something good to write about, Ellen. Like, not necessarily, like, physical, like, perfection, but, like, that you can tell that they kind of have just a good spirit about them.
it was funny.
Yeah, I forgot I had to write this all down. Freak. Can you guys, like, send me one paragraph?
Yeah.
Or, like, I don't know. That'd be really awesome. If you don't, that's okay. I'll just, like, BS it, but...
I can send you, because in mine, I, like, highlighted some stuff. And so I can just send you the 2 things that I saved with the highlighted stuff that I have. And I have, like, little notes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll send you, like, bullet points that I remember from our conversation.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, sorry. I cut you off, Madison.
You're fine. There was, like, I don't think I understood half of what Kant said, but he talked about the concept of, like, intuition being, like, beauty versus, like, being biased by, like, actually knowing something or someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like today that's totally flipped, where, like, you're judged if you consider beauty, like, what you see at first versus, like, getting to know somebody or getting to actually know something is what makes you think it's beautiful. So I just thought that was interesting that it was, like, reversed.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
But I've got to head to the airport.
That is totally fine. I think we're all done.
Yes.
I'm going to peace
Okay,
out.
just email me a paragraph. That'd be awesome. If you don't, I won't be mad at you.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Yeah.